The first question is, what is the difference between saving and exporting a model? So as you can see from the text, exporting a model creates another copy of the model. It's used kind of as a backup. And every time you export a model, the model is automatically saved. When you save a model, it saves a version specific copy. And basically every time you make changes and you're not certain you want to keep them, you can save and run the model to basically test out, what changes you've made. And if you decide this is not the route you want to go, you can revert back to the last exported version by importing the archive. The next question is, what is the difference between opening and importing a model? Well, when you import a file, you're opening an exported model. You're unzipping that model from the software. Whereas when you open a model, you're just double clicking on an unzipped model itself. You're just opening it from a certain file name. So how many process systems can a model have? There can only be one process system in each model. However, the process system can contain an infinite number of processes. Can a model have more than one conveyor system? As you can see here, yes. You can define multiple systems. The next question is, can a person carrying products from one location to another be modeled using a path mover system? And the answer is yes. A path mover system in AutoMod is a flexible path-based system that can be used to simulate automated guided vehicles for trucks or people who carry loads through a facility along a predetermined path. So the answer for this question is yes. The next question is, what is the limit to the number of processes in a model? And as previously mentioned, the process system can contain an infinite number of processes, so there is no limit. So why would you name a process with the prefix with an uppercase P and an underscore? Well, because AutoMod syntax is always lowercase. Using capital letters and entity names prevents you from accidentally using a keyword which is reserved in AutoMod syntax. So basically using this prefix of the uppercase P underscore ensures that you are using correct syntax, and that it just ensures that your models have consistency between them. What is the correct extension of an AutoMod source file? Source files must be named with a .m extension. The next question is, how many examples of the use action are provided in AutoMod syntax help? So upon clicking use and scrolling down, there are two examples of the use action provided in the syntax help. Is P underscore initialize a word that is reserved syntax in the AutoMod language? No. So can loads be magenta? Upon using the AutoMod help feature, I have discovered that loads can in fact be magenta. Can loads be longer than they are wide? Yes. So the default dimensions for a load is square, but you can format it to make it longer than it is wide. What territory do loads begin? Space. So the first territory all loads go to is a default queue called space. Is it possible to move from the territory of a queue to the territory of space? And the answer is no, because loads cannot return to their initial territory of space. So the final question is, can a load move from the territory of space to the territory of a conveyor system without first moving to the territory of a queue? And as demonstrated by this diagram, the answer is yes. It is not to the queue to get to the conveyor. It can go straight from space to the conveyor without going to queue. So yes, this concludes my video on the Chapter 3 questions. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you learned something valuable from today's video. Thank you.